Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video here on my YouTube channel. Today, we are going to be continuing our 5-year rebuild series here on the YouTube channel. Today, we are doing the Maryland Terrapins. Now, once again, we're starting off with the teams we didn't do last year. Maryland happens to be one of those teams, and I'm very excited to do Maryland. I don't know much about their school except Tua's younger brother played there. Brought them back to glory. Last year they had a down year. Hopefully this year they can rebound, but it's going to be tough. They're in the Big Ten. Currently we are 0-4, 0-5 in these 5 rebuilds. We have not yet been to a natty, yet won it. So hopefully Maryland, we can do it. But it's going to be tough. Maryland, like I said, in the Big Ten, there are 75 overall, 76 on the offense, 74 on the defense. They run the spread. And a base 3-4. Let's go. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here is the roster. Here we have Justin Martin as our starting quarterback, but we do have freshman Malik Washington, who was Impact Dev, his deal breakers conference prestige. So as long as the Big Ten is good, we're fine. He shouldn't want to transfer. I think the plan is we're going to redshirt him, and we're going to develop him next year. We also have Kristen Martin. We also have Jackson Hamilton, another freshman that looks really promising. Running back, how about Nolan Wright? We also have a freshman, Zymir Smith. He is a freshman, 91 speed. Problem is their playing style is a D+. We got to get that up. We have Jaron and Josiah, and we also have D. Searcy. Fullback, we have Nick Story. Receivers, Jalen Farouk. I could be wrong, but I think this guy transferred from Oklahoma to Maryland. He's a senior this year. Another senior, Octavian Smith Jr. I think I've heard of him, but I don't remember him. Cable Webb, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe he's a South Alabama transfer, but I could be wrong. We have Mr. Knotts, we have Manning, Devon, Scott, who is a junior. Oh, I thought he was a freshman. He's got nice dreads, bro. I think braids or dreads, I don't know. Apologies if I got that wrong. Mechalai White, tight end. We have Dorian Fleming, sophomore redshirt, championship contender as well. We got to get that up, but he might leave us, but he looks pretty good. How about Leon looking good there? Freshman, JT Taggart as 80 speed. And then the other tenants tackle, we have Rafael Perry. This guy, Michael, as well. We have Ryan Howerton, freshman redshirt guard. Center, we have Isaiah Wright. We have Mr. Ba, 2 freshmen there. Right tackle, we have Alan Huron. I don't know much. I thought he transferred from some school, but I could be wrong. Defense, we have Neo. We do have 2 freshmen that could be promising there. Right end, we got Joshua, 2 other freshmen there that could be promising. How about Evan Thomas, freshman? Bryce Jenkins, again, the championship contender. We're going to have to get that up this year. Sam, we have Trey Reddick. We do have 2 freshmen. How about Cortland Smith with 84 speed? Could be nice. Daniel and Michael, the 2 juniors, best mics. Do have a freshman and Tommy with 81 speed. How about the wheel? We have DJ Samuels, Dante Joyner, Mr. Lee, and Ships. Those are our best ready corners. Then we got everybody else there. Free safety, we have Mr. Scruggs. Strong safety, we have Jalen Husky with a freshman in Messiah with 89 speed. What's his development trait? He has started if he could develop kicker, and we have a punter. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our roster. There are some promising freshmen that may transfer. There's also some other promising freshmen on this team. But how do we make this team better? We recruit. So let's go recruit. Siante Chisnia, committed. Dakota Agaruda, committed. Grant Mako Christopher, committed. Marlon Cleveland, committed. Ronnie Spicer, committed. Scott Melvin, committed. Jared McNichols, committed. Tavian Bettis, committed. Paul Kasianski, commits. Enrique Kane, committed. Jeremiah Carnon, committed. Dexter Brooks, committed. Caleb Jordan, committed. Kayshawn Durbin, committed. Josh Kermoholes, committed. And ladies and gentlemen, our 2025 Heisman Trophy winner is Cade Klubnik, quarterback of Clemson. He had 4,564 yards, 39 tutties, and a 64% completion percentage. Ladies and gentlemen, we went 7-5 on the year, and that's not good enough for a bowl game? What the fuck? The year 1 stats, Justin Martin, 195 for 336, 58% completion percentage. He had 2,466 yards, 20 tutties, and 2 picks. The other Martin got in a little bit because I did turn injuries on. I don't know why. Anyway, Nolan Ray, 179 for 718, 9 tutties. Jaron, 41 for 155, 4 tutties. Martin, 76 for 148, 1 tutty. Josiah, 21 for 64, 2 tutties. Mr. Williams 5 for 5 with 2 tutties. Webb 1 for 2. How about the receiving here? Webb 53 for 874, 6 tutties. Octavian 63 for 738, 3 tutties. Dorian 49 for 5, 96, 5 tutties. Excuse me. Farouk 50 for 5, 69, 7 tutties. Ray 16 for 194, 1 tutty. Jaron 5 for 54. Leo 4 for 42. Josiah 2 for 19. And Mr. Knotts 2 for 12. How about the defense here? 94 tackles for Daniel. Jalen with 68, 64 for Harris. J-Mar with 61, and Mr. Laven Scruggins with 60. Tackles lost, we had 8 by Reddick. Evan Thomas with 7, 6 by Neo, and Joshua, 5 by Noah. Dante with 3 along with Cam Rice. Daniel with 2 along with Daniel Owens. Jalen, Michael, J-Mar, Scruggins, Tariq, Shamar, Dylan, and Darius all with 1. Sacks, we had 5 by Trey. Joshua 2.5, 2 by Neo and Noah. 1.5 by Daniel, 1 by Daniel and Tariq. Half sack by Shamar and Darius. Interceptions, we had 3 by Jalen, 2 by Daniel, 1 by Elite, and Mr. Scruggins. All right, we got screwed out of a bowl game. Let's use that anger as motivation in year 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it was USC versus Georgia. How about Southern Miss making it? USC played in the Rose Bowl, but in the end, USC beat the dog shit out of Georgia, 34-7, the final. Wow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, everybody pretty much is leaving. Our tight end, our running back, our left tackle. 4 very key positions or starters for us are leaving, and a bunch of other guys. We're not F yet. I mean, 2 of our quarterbacks transferred, but not the better one, so I think we're in good position here, boys. Laron Suttle committed. Marco Craig committed. Caleb Nita committed. Leron Husbands committed. Nolian Latu Ulapipi committed. George Petaway committed. Dorian Fleming, welcome back, my friend. It was long time no see. Ashton Stamps committed. Whit Weeks committed. And ladies and gentlemen, we finished with the 17th best class in the nation. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th best in the Big Ten. All right, we off to a good start. Let's go here in year 2 and shock the world, maybe. Bryce Mangold committed. James Isaac committed. John Babcock committed. Mike Duval committed. Sylvia Fong commits. Antoine Grainer committed. Henry Piart commits. Tyler Bickley committed. Eric Bradford committed. Anthony Jones committed. Robbie McIncordas committed. Dante Geethers committed. Kyrie Kendricks committed. Danny Roan committed. Clayton McNeil committed. And ladies and gentlemen, your 2026 Heisman is John Matier, quarterback of Oklahoma. He had 4,020 yards, 44 tutties, and a 71% completion percentage. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going to the Duke's Mayo Bowl, taking on Wake Forest. We were so close to the playoffs. And ladies and gentlemen, we win the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Here in year 2, no, I am not going to pour mayonnaise on top of my head. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here are the year 2 stats. Malik Washington got the start. He was 219 for 387, 56% completion percentage, 2,922 yards, 25 tutties, and 6 picks. Rushing, Petaway, 179 for 961, 7 tutties. Washington, 151 for 277, 4 tutties. Humphrey, 64 for 240, 3 tutties. Josiah, 42 for 187, 4 tutties. White, 4 for 8. And D had 2 carries for 0 yards, but he had 2 tutties receiving. Manning, 53 for 739, 6 tutties. White, 41 for 681, 8 tutties. Webb, 40 for 572, 3 tutties. Fleming, 44 for 531, 4 tutties. Petaway, 13 for 101. Suttle, 5 for 99 with a tutty. AJ, 9 for 77. Justin, 2 for 55 with a tutty. Jaron, 7 for 43. 4 for 18 for Josiah, and 1 for 6 for JT. How about the defense? 92 tackles for Whit Weeks. Joyner with 75, 66 for Stamps. Messiah with 65, 54 for Lee. Scruggs with 52, 40 for Michael Harris. Tackles lost 10 by Evan Thomas. Nino with 7, 6 by Whit and Noah, 4 by Joshua and Trey, 2 by Joyner and Josh. Brandon Lee with 1, along with Scruggs, Jenkins, and Scott Melvin. Sacks 5 by Neo. Evan with 3, 2 by Joshua and Josh. 1 by Whit Weeks, Noah, and Scott. And interceptions, we had 4 by Stamps, 3 by Weeks, 2 by Joyner and Scruggs, and 1 by Messiah. Year 2, we almost made the playoff, but we won the Mayo's Bowl. That's a success? I don't think so. We're on to year 3, boys. And ladies and gentlemen, it was Florida, Oklahoma in the Natty. Florida going through USC, Georgia, and Ohio State. Oklahoma through Nebraska, Clemson, Notre Dame. And in the end, Oklahoma on top, 31-24. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone that wanted to transfer or go to the draft is going to stay with us. Could year 3 be the year? I highly doubt it, but we'll see what happens. We'll go to the transfer portal. Trent Wilson committed. Antonio Tripp Jr. committed. Jacoby Smith committed. Tyson McDonald committed. Deshaun Colley committed. Daryl Gotcha committed. AJ Colley committed. Jamarius Brown committed. Ladies and gentlemen, we finished with the 8th best class in the nation. That's the 2nd best in the Big Ten because USC finished 5th. Actually, it's the 3rd best. Ohio State's up here. But the 8th best class, probably my best class I've gotten. But we're on to year 3, boys. Let's go. Mike Lockheed committed. DeAndre Adion committed. Sean Humphreys committed. Marco Kozar committed. Joshua Morton committed. Frederick Bernetti committed. Kevin Calloway committed. Bryce Popek committed. Taylor Strait committed. Zach Gee committed. Ben Donahue committed. Miles Head committed. Matt Gray committed. Donnell Neighbors committed. Kevin Humphreys committed. Mike Charbonnet committed. Calvin Michael committed. And ladies and gentlemen, we have made the Big Ten Championship, taking on Ohio State. Ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. We have won the Big Ten. And we're on to the playoff. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2027 Heisman Trophy winner is Ron Artmore, quarterback of Tennessee. He had 5,249 yards, 56 tutties, and a 70% completion percentage. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the Rose Bowl, and we're going to be taking on the Pitt Panthers. Ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. We have won the Rose Bowl on to the semis. And ladies and gentlemen, it is a rematch of the Big Ten Championship at the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. Ohio State versus Maryland. Ladies and gentlemen, we fall 14. We beat them in the Big Ten, but we can't beat them in the Cotton, and we're going home. All right, here are the year 3 stats. Malik Washington, 281 for 445, 63% completion percentage, 3,584 yards, 30 tutties, 13 picks. Rushing, Kami, I can't pronounce his name. I can't pronounce this guy's name. 185 for 911, 9 touchdowns. Brooks, 109 for 386, 4 tutties. Washington, 165 for 329, 1 tutty. Jaron, 22 for 68, 3 tutties. Darrell, 8 for 26 with a tutty. Henny Parrott, 8 for 20 with 2 tutties. 2 for 1 for Robbie. Receiving, White, 60 for 7, 85, 5 tutties. Manning, 62 for 7, 63, 6 tutties. Henry, 4 for 44 for 700, 7 tutties. Dorian, 56 for 677, 4 tutties. Grant, 16 for 2, 81, 2 tutties. Bobby, 7 for 149, 3 tutties. This guy, 15 for 117, 1 a tutty. Brooks, 13 for 55. JT, 5 for 29 with a tutty. And Jaron, 2 for 22 with a tutty. And then Subtle, 1 for 6. How about the defense here? 70 tackles by Chisholm. Trey with 66, 62 for Tavon Betts. Cleveland, 62, 60 for Flowers. Del Hormy, 56, 41 for Neo. Brandon with 40. Tackles for loss, 14 by Brown. Neo with 10, along with Evan and Dakota. 7 by Jenkins. Joshua with 6-5 by Flowers, and Paul 4 by Reddick. Chisholm with 3, 2 by Bullard. Bettis, Messiah, Lee, Marco, and Tyreek all with 1. Sacks, we had 8.5 by Brown. Dakota with 7, 6 by Neo. Joshua Simmons with 4.5, 3.5 by Evan and Bryce, 3 by Paul, 1 by Flowers, and Chisholm, half a sack by Reddick, Bullard, Betts, and Lee. Interceptions, 5 by Lee. Chisholm with 3, 2 by Flowers and Cleveland, 1 by Messiah. Well, it was a disappointing end. We got to go to the transfer portal, get more recruits, so that way year 4 could be our year. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if we somehow beat Ohio State, we'd be national champions. Ohio State, Texas Tech. Ohio State beats the shit out of them. That could have been us. That could have been us. All right, the transfer portal doesn't fuck us as much. We do lose Bryce Mangold. That's upsetting, but we keep Clayton, which is not bad. Bradford, I don't give a shit if he transferred out. This guy, he was already maxed out. And left tackle, we just got 2 elite tackles, so we good. Kevin Kasavierharn committed. Prince Vernon committed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we finished with the 9th best class here in year 3. That's the 4th best in the Big Ten. I like our squad. I like what we got. Let's go put it together here in year 4. Lloyd Murtha committed. Rodney Hawkins committed. Terrence Grubbs committed. Malik Collins commits. Ben O'Sullivan committed. Tyrone Shaw committed. Jamal Banks committed. Alston Cox committed. D'Angelo Applewhite committed. Jamison Roof committed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your 2028 Heisman Trophy winner is Taylon Taylor, receiver from Georgia. He had 113 receptions, 1,195 yards, and 16 receiving touchdowns. And ladies and gentlemen, we just missed out on the playoff. We're going to be going to the Music City Bowl, taking on the Gators. And ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. We have won the Music City Bowl here in Year 4. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here are the Year 4 stats. Malik Washington, 235 for 369, 63% completion percentage, 2,815 yards, 21 tutties, and 4 picks. Rushing, Brooks, 176 for 761, 14 tutties. Washington, 148 for 342 tutties. Darrow, 51 for 219, 8 tutties. Williams, 26 for 163, 1 tutties. Fong, 10 for 78, 5 for 14, 3 tutties for Robbie. AJ, 1 for 2 receiving. AJ, 47 for 5, 85, 8 tutties. White, 45 for 519. JT, 47 for 519, 517, 2 tutties. Robbie, 35 for 499, 6 tutties. Levin, Subtle, 23 for 310, 1 tutty. Dexter, 21 for 206, 2 tutties. Jeremiah, 10 for 112, 1 tutty. Darrell, 4 for 48. Williams, 3 for 23 with a tutty. And Grant, 1 for 7. And Fong, 1 for 6. Defensively, Antoine Grainer with 86, 58 for Messiah. Maryland, 56. Flowers, 55, 53 for Ciante. And 50 for Tavin Bettis. Tackles for loss, Joshua 12, Paul with 11, Dakota with 8, 5 by Graner and Scott, 4 by Kevin, Bettis with 3 along with Joshua, Messiah with 2, and Bullard. 1 by Cleveland, Flowers, Lee, Humes, Jenkins, and John Babcock. Sack 7 by Dakota, Paul with 5.5, 3.5 by Josh, Antoine with 2, 2 by Joshua Simmons, Bettis with 1.5, 1 by Humphreys and Flowers, and 1 by John Babcock. Half sack for Scott, Messiah, and Bryce Jenkins. Interception 6 by Antoine, Maryland, Cleveland with 4, 3 by Messiah, Lee with 2, 1 by Bettis, Flowers, and Hums. Let's get to the portal and get some more talent, boys. And ladies and gentlemen, it was Georgia versus Oregon in the national title. Ohio State lost to Oregon, and then Oregon proceeded to get the shit kicked in on the next year. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we lose 2 receivers that are probably our top 2 best receivers, maybe. We lose our other Mike, but besides that, everyone else is staying. Roman Livingston committed. Louis Lamar committed. Jordan Crawford committed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we finished with the 11th best class in the nation. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th best in the Big Ten. We've recruited our ass off. We got all the talent we can. It's time to go all in and get this natty. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I have built us to a powerhouse. We are 96 across the board. I think that's the highest we have been. Anyway, Malik Washington will be leading us in the battle here. He'll be playing up to an 86, 85. How about Dexter Brooks and Fong? How about Daryl Gottschall, 99 speed? Holy crap. Receivers, I'm a little worried about, but, we'll see what happens there. Tight end, I'm a little skeptical there. Left tackle, we have a really good one, a really good left guard, really good center, really good right guard, really good right tackle. Of course, these guys are playing really good with the boost. I'm probably going to start Zach Gee over him, though. Left end, we look good. Right end, we have 2 guys right there. Our D tackles look insane. Our Sams look great. Our Mike, little skeptical there. Our Wills look good. Our cornerbacks are even cracked out of there. So our 2 top corners have 99 freaking speed. Our free safety has 98 speed. And our strong safeties. This team looks really freaking good. Can we win the Natty? That's the big question. And here we go. We're going to turn auto recruiting on. And let's get the simming, boys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are currently 7-1. Our 1 loss is to number 6, Nebraska. We have Wisconsin, Illinois, Michigan, Washington left on our schedule. As long as we win 3, we got to win 3 out of the 4. Win 3 out of the 4, and we're in the playoffs. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going to the Big Ten Championship, taking on the Ohio State. Ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. We have won the Big Ten. on to the playoffs. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, taking on the Florida State Seminoles. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in Atlanta, Georgia. Again, I'm sorry about the air. I want to go to bed cool. If you know, you know. It is what it is. Here we are, Atlanta, Georgia, Florida State, Maryland. We gotta win this game in the semis. This turtle is dancing. We have a squad. Can these boys win the Natty? This is probably the best team we've rebuilt so far. Let's do it. Let's get the job done. All right, 3rd and 3 here. We're down 7-0. Washington. He's gonna hike it. Got him. We're gonna go for it. 4th and 3. Here we go. Oh, fuck, yes. Okay. We didn't hit him last time. We hit him this time. Let's go. It's all good. 4 minutes ago here in the second. Hands it off. Washington, 25 Brooks, goes nowhere. 2nd and 10 now after that gain of nothing. Washington making an adjustment. He's going to hike it. Play action to Brooks. He's got a man as he's hitting. He catches it first and goal at the 1. The senior quarterback. And here we go. Brooks hands off. Touchdown, Maryland. We tie it up at 7, boys. Justin Devon, 19-yard touchdown to give us a 14-7 lead. 4th and 3 at our own 26, and we're going for it. Am I crazy? Yes. Here we go. Washington. Got him. First down, bitch. Let's go. Terps. Big 3rd down here. 3rd and 14. 4 minutes ago in the game. Here we go. Got him, Washington. He's got him. Fucking first down. Let's go, Terra. All right, big gain there. We are guaranteed at least 3 points. Here we go. Brooks. He's going to cut to the right. He's going to get 1. All right, 2nd and 9 here at the 18. Washington. Got him in, but he read through it. Damn it. All right, 3rd and 9. Big 3rd down here. Here we go. Washington. He's going to find 14 over the middle. 4th and 1. Washington. Pitches it. Brooks. He's going to go nowhere. Damn it. We're short like his dick. 3rd and 10. Here we go. Another big 3rd down. Washington. Got him in, but he's hit. It's going to get close. 4th and 5. Here we go. We're going to try to end it. Washington. He's short. Is he? No. First down, bitch. Let's go. All right. 1st and 10. I think Florida State will call timeout. We lost fucking 4. This play will get us to the 2-minute timeout, but there's still going to be another play. Oh my God, go to the outside. He's got room. He's going to spin move. Okay, that's a manageable 3rd down. 3rd and 2. If we get this first, game over. Here we go. Brooks. He's not going to get there. 4th and 4, we're going for it. Here we go. This is for the game. Washington finds Sal. Here we go. This is the game right here. He dropped it. Let's fucking go. Defensive stand. And the Maryland Terrapins are going to advance to the semifinal. Way closer than it needed to be. Oh, man. We won. A win is a win is a win is a win. Let's fucking go on to the next round. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the Rose Bowl, and we're going to be taking on the Duke Blue Devils. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the Rose Bowl. A chance to go to the national championship. We've been in the semifinals before. Louisiana, Memphis, and I think maybe one other school. And we have come up short. Is this going to be another one of these times we come up short? Hopefully not. We have the team. We've recruited really well. Come on, boys. Duke, Maryland, we can't take them lightly. Old school ACC rivalry game, of course. Please win the game. All right, 3rd and 16 from the 19. Washington. He throws it. What a fucking throw! Touchdown, Maryland! Let's go! I don't know who number 80, whatever number that is, but he got open. He caught it. Touchdown, Maryland. 3rd down and 12. Here we go. Got him. Got him. First down. Let's go. 1st and goal. We're down 14-7. That was a big first down. Here we go. Washington hands it off. Brooks is going to get a nice gain of 3. Hand it off him again at the 2. Brooks, he's in there this time. Tie game. Another 3rd down and long. Here we go. Washington. Got him. Got him! He's got a touchdown! Touchdown, Maryland! To give us a 24-21 lead. Let's fucking go! Henry Part with a 75-yard touchdown. 31-24. Come on! 3rd and 7 from the 42. We gotta get this in field goal range. Here we go. Washington. I pressed the wrong button and it pays off. No, it doesn't. Fuck. 3rd and 4 from our own 7. This is a big 3rd down here. Washington. Brooks in the flat. We got him. And he's going to gain big yards. Let's go. That's going to give us some room. 2:36 to go. Duke is out of timeouts. All we have to do is get 1 first down. Brooks. Gain of 1. All right, 2nd and 9 here. We need this first down and game's over. Washington hands it off to Brooks. He's going nowhere. 3rd and 9. This is the game. Gonna find Washington. Washington's gonna roll out, find Justin, and that is a first down. And ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in our 5-year rebuild in CFB 26, we are going to the national championship. Oh, feels good. We got the monkey off the back. Not quite yet, though. We got the national championship. Can we bring it home? Find out. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a rematch of the Big Ten Championship. We're going to be playing Ohio State for the national championship. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the Hard Rock for our first national championship here in CFB 26. I'm a little worried right now. I'm a little nervous right now. Last time we played Ohio State in the big championship, we played them in the semifinal, and they beat the shit out of us. And this year, we played them in the Big Ten. And now we're playing them in the national championship. Please, for the love of God, don't let that happen again, man. I'm nervous right now. First natty, the vibes are high. Maryland, let's bring it home, baby. 3rd and 16, we're down 17-3. What a great start. I'm going up. I got hit as I threw, and that's a fucking pick! 3rd and 12, we're down 17-3 still after that pick. Washington. Come on, get there. Shut the fuck up, Herb Street. All right, 3rd and 9, here we go. It's gonna be a short. 4th and 3, we gotta go for it. Here we go, Washington. Brooks. He stepped out a yard short! Come on, 3rd and 9 here. Come on, boys, let's get this first. Washington. Got him this time, wide open. We'll take that first down. All right, 1st and 10, come on. Washington. Got it. Let's go. Big gain. Brooks. First down. Move the chains. 1st and 10. Washington at the 18. Talbot. Dropped it. 2nd and 10 here. Here we go. Washington. Take the guy underneath. He's not going to get anything. We're going to have to kick another fucking field goal. 3rd down and 10. I really need a touchdown. What the fuck? We just got a pick 6 for a touchdown. Holy shit, let's go. 3rd and 12. That's over fucking thrown. 4th and 12, we're going for it. This is probably the game, folks. He ran through it again. 3rd and 14. Come on, Washington. Right there, we got him. Got it. Move the chains. We're going to go a little tempo. Come on, Washington, 1st and 10 here. Underneath, we'll take that. Take the underneath. We're going a little tempo here. We need to get another score so that way we can play D. Here we go. 1st and 10 again. Washington. Underneath again. We'll take that. Take that. We're going to go the same play. All right, 1st and 10. Take the underneath. He's got it. Touchdown. Let's go. We're back in the game. Come on. Defense, you got to get a stop. Why we don't get... Oh, the defense, you let us down. Oh, my God. We don't get the ball back. Our first national championship. Fuck Ohio State. I fucking hate these pussies, bro. Every time they let us win the Big Ten. Fuck Ohio State. Fuck off! They had to punt the ball! were robbed. There was 53 seconds on the clock. I thought we were going to get the ball back. Clearly, EA Sports and fucking the NCAA screwed Maryland. How you tell me 53 seconds? How they had to punt it? They had to punt it, even if it was like 13 seconds on the clock. They still had to fucking punt the fucking football. This game sucks. Fuck Ohio State. I fucking hate this fucking school. Fuck Ryan Day, you fucking asshole. They purposely let us win the Big Ten so that way they would beat us twice in the playoff. Fuck Ohio State. Fuck the best team we've rebuilt so far. We get fucking screwed. Fuck this, man. Fuck this game. Fuck everything about this bullshit. We got fucking hoed. I'm fucking heated right now, but if you've enjoyed, please hit like and subscribe to cheer me up. Because when you hit like and subscribe, you motivate me to keep doing this. We got fucking hoed. Have a great day. Have a great night, depending on when you're watching this video. No, see you in the next one. Peace. I'm out.